Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool place value chart. We are working with place value relationships with a problem related to TEKS 4.2b, and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got clues about a number, and we need to find which number fits all of these clues. So all of our clues go to the thousandths, or numbers go to the thousandths place and end at the hundredths place. So let's build a place value chart, and let's build it just like that. So that's going to be my decimal, and I'm going to go ahead and just write the values. It looks like my clues are kind of like an expanded notation, so I'm just going to write the values of each of these places. Tenths, hundredths, and then we've got ones, we've got tens, we've got hundreds, and then thousands. Now, before I start looking at the actual answer choices, let's build what we can with the clues, because that's going to tell us what we have to look for in our answer choices. So the digit 7 has a value of 7 times 1,000. So the thousands place I've already listed with the number 1,000 rather than a TH. So I'm going to put my 7 right there. So that's my first clue. It goes right there. Now, the digit 2 has a value of 2 times 10. All right, so my tens place is right there. So this clue kind of goes right here. Just going to draw these arrows so you can see where my numbers are coming from. And then the digit 5 has a value of 5 times 0.01, or 5 times 100th. So I'm going to go to the hundredths place, put a 5 right there, and that's it. That's all we know. Now, normally when we would build numbers like this, we would have blanks between numbers, and we would want to fill them with a 0. In this case, it doesn't have to be 0. The numbers can be anything we want it to be. What we want is we just need to make sure we have a 7 in the thousands, 2 in the tens, 5 in the hundredths. So I'm going to put a box around this. This is my goal right here, and I'm going to evaluate everything against this right here. All right, so let's look at A. A is 7,023 and 5/10. Got my decimal right there. Well, it's got a 7 in the thousands, it's got a 2 in the tens, and it's got a 5 in the hundreds. It's 5/100, not 5/10. So that's looking pretty good, which means B, C, and D should all be incorrect. So even if you think A is correct, you never just choose it. You always look at the other answer choices to make sure you didn't miss something. So let's say 7,253 and 5/100. All right, so my 7 in the thousands works, but look at my 2. My 2 is in the hundreds place. It should be in the tens place. My 5 is in the hundredths, so we're good there. So that's why B doesn't work. It's that 2 in the hundreds. We're going to look at C. I can tell you right off that 7 is in the wrong spot. The 2 is in the wrong spot. So we've got two different issues. We do have a 5 in the hundredths. But look, I've got a 2 that should be in the tens place and the thousands place. And I've got a 7 that should be in the thousands place and the hundreds place. So C is not even close. All right, let's check D. Got 7,025, and now I've got 50 hundredths, or 5/10, but we can call it 50 hundredths. My 7 in the hundreds looks good. My 2 in the tens looks good. It's the 5. See how that 5 should be in the hundredths place, and instead it's in the tenths place. So that is incorrect. All right, so even though A was the correct answer, we went through and we evaluated B, C, and D, found the errors. Now we can confidently say that our answer is A.